you want me to send another invite? This Hangout on Air is live.
We'll come in. Hold on.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so let's get ourselves all started before.
So,
I need
the link, the email, or whatever the link for the, email the link for the YouTube.
Oh, for YouTube. Okay, so, I think I did. Unless that was for the last YouTube. Hang on. I'm confused. Oh, I think because you. Oh.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Oh, no.
And oh.
Over. I don't know why it keeps looking that. But back to, we only see, are we not doing this right? How come we don't see?
If we only see.
So just turn my computer. So there's a delay at the end. So I see myself on the Hangout.
Oh, there's a delay, right? Not that bad though. Not that bad. So I don't know what I'm confused about. How do
We don't see. I don't see you.
no. And that's the same live chat. Okay, say something that's all the same. Everything else is the same. It's just that you don't look like a Google Hangout.
I don't look like a Google Hangout. Got 2 people watching.
Who's the other person?
You.
Yeah, but there's two.
You. So technically, we're both watching it. Let's see if we can do the link. Link to this. Okay, the slide works. So really, we have to somehow link, like go to our Google slide. Where's the Hangout?
I'm gonna try and
screen share on this.
How come I'm still up there?
I have no idea. Okay, so I've got two.
Because we're so close,
Maybe.
the proximity.
I'm just trying to figure out how to. I'm gonna open it up here.
What's the cameraman thing? I don't have that in this time for some reason. Well, I should do the screen share because it's for some reason it's pointing at me all the time. This is annoying.
I'm trying to get the slide deck.
So I got the slide deck up.
So I guess technically anyone who's in a Hangout can share anything.
Yes.
So really, the people who are involved, you trust that they just don't touch it, they just sit there rather than. So I'm starting to get the hang of it.
What do you mean?
So if
So
we
if
have
we
a
have
hangout,
Mhm.
and
And
you and I
you and I are presenting, technically Jeff Cummings, this is his slideshow.
Yes.
Like he has, okay.
Okay, this is gonna be weird. Okay, so well, now we're in the full screen. I think I need to turn down the volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Let's just play around with the,
Where's my
where's my
hangout?
Hangout now?
We're still
Am I still there?
Okay. I muted it. That was not good.
So how do we?
So then we would, I guess when we start, let me know, and then we can run through it and just see how long it's gonna take us. I don't know.
How do we change the slides?
I do watch.
Watch.
They take a second. La 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 la. La 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 la. See, the problem is, see how long it's taking to switch slides.
Wow.
That's a long
That's a
time.
long time.
But what, is this what was going on last night, like behind the scenes?
Well,
Remember how slides they had like one?
Okay, so that's the. Shoot, where's my YouTube page?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next page. I'm gonna start again presenting. So Game Changers 2.0, so okay, let's start. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. So just this will give us a rough idea how we have to put that stuff up, okay? Hi, so we are here to present no, you're doing it.
Hi.
We are here to present.
We are here to present the Game Changers 2.0.
My name is
My name is
Williamson.
Tanya Williamson.
Okay.
We're representing the Halton District School Board,
And we
and we welcome you to this third session of the Game Changers 2.0, focusing on critical thinking and problem solving competency.
Okay, I've hit change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Just changed on your slides.
10 seconds. We might count it to 10. Okay, critical thinking, and there's the URL on the bottom there. We ask you to please open that up somewhere on your computer to access the slide deck, as we have some links in there. We also have the short URLs on the slide. That way.
So how are people going to open this up?
So what they're going to do, they're going to type into their computer at home, HTTPS, access/who.gl, and then that will be open.
We can also put it down
Yes,
here.
yes. So another school, and then have it open at home, and the introduction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to be aware of this, everybody using this, that it's 10 seconds. So as you're talking, you're going to be hitting next. So yes, we are looking at critical thinking and problem-solving competencies. There it is.
And students that are engaging in this process should be able to solve problems, take steps to address real issues. They should have the opportunity to design and manage projects that are relevant to their lives in the real world. They are to engage in an inquiry process to solve problems.
But you're just going to explain it, yeah.
Process and blah, 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 and then make connections that will transfer their learning from one situation to another. So making connections and application.
And in this slide deck, tonight, what we are going to focus on are the ones in blue. Those are the highlighted ones that we're going to focus on tonight. I don't know why we have a blank agenda slide, but whatever. So you're going to try watching this video. So what we want you to do, and this is our like, should we have the Padlet here? Should we have a URL for the Padlet? So we're like, while you watch this video, I want you to think about what my questions and issues from this video raise. And when you have that question, please put it on the Padlet. You see the URL right there. And you put it on that Padlet and you write questions. We want you to be writing questions that are related to
we have related to this video here. So think of some real life questions and what sort of real life issues does this video raise? When you're watching this, think about some questions that you would like to learn more about.
Now, so the brainstorm questions, you have the instructions on the next slide. So should we have those instructions first? And then say, okay, now, when you watch this video, think about a question, an inquiry question that you might ask, a student in your class might ask, and we'll think about what subject, whatever, how we want to, whatever you want to be grading. Here's the instructions how to do it. Here's the link, so maybe in here. So maybe we go back. Agenda. So while you want to watch this video, think about the questions, issues about this issue might raise. And what you're going to do is you're going to read those questions. Do think about a question that's related to your grade, your subject area, something like that. And you're going to put it in a Google Drawing. And here's instructions how to do it. We'll take a second to show you to read through that. But we can't keep those instructions up while they watch the video.
No, but they would have these. They would be downloading. They would have a link to the slide deck themselves, so they can go back and forth, and that's.
So we can show the instructions, do the video for those of them that think it's a question, or if you feel comfortable, here's how you do it, and why you haven't tried it. If you want to watch the video first, we'll give you a minute after the video is done with instructions showing of how to answer the extra question. Okay, so let me start it again. Okay, so here's instructions. Oops. So we want to do questions. Here's instructions. So if you want to try it, you've got to add a URL. We've got a minute to do that. Add a URL in the corner here. So there's a URL to the Padlet or to the Google Drawing slide. So if you'd like to do the question now while you're watching the video, or you'd like to do it again, we'll give you a minute at the end. Okay. So here's the video.
Let's see if this works.
This year.
Right. On a grey area of homeowners' rights to protect their property.
This is three little pigs and a victim. Also down 2 houses. Not what you think.
So we're fighting.
Boiling someone alive, hardly constitutes
Remember to
yourself.
So?
Mine? Oh, I have this
In a different
in a different
computer. How do you do this?
How did this happen?
We need to figure out that bit.
Why is this still doing this?
Why is it still doing this? Hello? 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 Okay, okay. No, it's weird. I can't get the speaker at all now. It's like you have no idea how to handle this.
Unmute.
I think that's the funniest thing
That's ever happened.
Hello? the cackling. Okay. So I start us up again?
We're gonna be like Google Hangout experts by the end of this.
Maybe if I mute me, are you unmuted? Okay,
I still can't get back to the Hangout.
oh,
There it
you're
is.
in there. So I'm thinking that if we're in the same room, we should only have one, maybe we have like one microphone on. The two, we have our computers side by side and only one microphone on in the room.
So technically, if we have, you, both of us on Google Hangout, you with the slide deck
Mm-hmm.
and playing the videos, like it should work, right?
Yeah.
Like why would we have a third computer for the video?
It was being weird, but I think we just need to practice this again
Yeah.
and kind of work out the bugs. That's okay. Yeah, because something was happening with the sound. I don't really know what was going on. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. My stomach hurts. Good thing we were upstairs doing this.
Oh
We
my
would be
goodness.
driving everybody insane. Okay, so we're back to. Okay.
So are you resuming the Hangout?
Okay. Do you see?
Nope.
You don't see.
Okay. I see it now.
Yes. It's weird having, see, the problem is when I have this screen, my computer as the sharing the screen, I can't see myself.
I know it's weird.
It's weird. That's why I was thinking a third computer. Maybe not, but anyways. Okay, did I restart? Okay, so let's go back. So, okay, so take a minute and input your questions that you would ask. A real life question that you would ask about this video. And then are we having people share? Because I can't see the notes now.
Okay, so like on live chat?
So what did, no, I mean like,
Oh, on the Google slide.
so it's like, ensure that we consider alternative forms of collaboration. Oh, so we were saying, oh yeah, so, and we just did, in this case, we were just asking you to put the questions down the Google Drawing slide. I think actually at this point, we should probably have the Google sliding drawing. At this point, we should be like, this is the one we want to be sharing now. Right? I think it's like, okay, now put your stuff on, there's instructions, and here's what people have been putting so far. So let's take a look at them. So you can see that somebody say here, looks like, and we'll see a question. So that looks like there, that potential, that was maybe I'm gonna just, maybe there's a pad that on there, right? Not by the question.
I'm just trying to move something over. See if it works.
I'm gonna need my glasses, holy mollies.
Jeez. Can't really see.
It's small, eh?
Yeah.
Should we, you can expand it though, right? You could. If we have 40 people on here though, they had 40 people last night. What?
Yeah, it was all of Patrick's.
So what is, how much does fire cost a community?
So
Mine is different from there. I can't see.
What case?
Like,
I'm
I'm
not,
not watching that. Why am I watching this?
oh, because what are you on?
Is you're on the YouTube channel? On what? Yeah, so it's. Okay.
I don't have the YouTube channel open.
I'm watching, okay. So
I
that's
only
the
have-
YouTube channel, right?
Yes, yeah, on my computer, I have the actual Padlet open because I'm sharing that screen, and then I have the Google Hangout up, so I can see, I have two screens, the Google Hangout and the actual Padlet that I'm sharing. So I have the Google Hangout, okay, and I have the Padlet open over here. I have the Padlet and this, because this is going to be the sharing window. So I'm going to have, what I think, now, I'm glad we're doing this. So the sharing window,
Shit. It's not playing, that's why. There we go.
oh, you hit pause.
Okay.
So I think that we have everything open that we want in the Google Hangout in if whatever computer is doing the sharing of the screen. And so we have the Padlet open, we have the slide deck open, we have all in one window that's different than the Hangout window. Okay, so then it's like, oh, look at all these questions. These are great questions. Some of the questions that we thought of, say, would be, and we have to put them in somewhere or have them written out, because we thought of a bunch when Kate and I first put together this thing, and it was questions like, how much does fire, how much would your insurance potentially go up? And it would, all these investigation-y type questions. And so the thought is, okay, so why should we let students come up with their own questions? It's live, it's just a second behind us,
Okay, 'cause
10 seconds behind us. And I
I'm
need
watching here.
So why, rather than provide questions with the problems, let them discover the problem themselves. Let student curiosity and passion drive the competency. So that's what we're saying. So why we do it? So we asked you to come up with your own questions. Why would we let students come up with their own questions? Well, because it's their curiosity. They're going to be more engaged. So that's what we want to say our why. And then it's the Einstein picture. So Einstein solved a problem. I'd like to kind of first 55 minutes. Yeah, you want to.
This is so weird because like this is so behind. Like I'm watching this sort of on a live chat, and like you're there and I'm still here.
And you're going?
Yeah.
Oh, because you hit pause. You could fast forward, I bet. No?
Good question. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you paused.
Oh,
So you paused, and we kept going without you. We left you behind.
okay. So up here is like live.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what is a good question? Some thoughts that we put together, or some, I don't know how much you want to talk about, just that other than,
Yeah, I don't even know if we need this.
okay.
I think I might have put something in the slide.
So we need to refer back to the competency. I feel like I need the slides out here because I don't have,
Yeah, we'll print them off.
with our notes, our talking notes.
Yes.
Because now I'm not sure what we were saying about these things. So I'm going to take it out, present a view, because I just don't know what we were saying about this. Okay, so what did we say about what makes a good question?
Open-ended.
Yeah, making it, narrowing it, the focus of the question, make it answerable. So at some point, you may have to help your students to narrow down the questions. So yeah, we need to kind of touch on that because it's, the students may come up with questions, but we have to help them make it answerable. That's where the teacher role is, and that is helping the student make it answerable. So this is engaging the inquiry process. Do we want to keep talking back to the three parts of the competency that we were?
I don't think so.
Okay, we just know this is what we're talking about.
Yep.
So then the next stage would be, well, the students got to do some, part of the next step in that inquiry process is they need to research. They had their question, they need to research and try and come up with an answer. And one way that we could do is what's called a custom. You could do a Google custom search.
I
This,
don't understand how to do that.
well, we'll have to go into that. There's a couple of things that you could do with your students.
Scott. Hello? Oh, hi. No, she's fine. Just I thought the message was, it will call you, like, call back. She was gonna call back if she needed to be picked up. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're good. Anyways, I've got to go. I'm just in a meeting. Oh. Nope, no problem. That's what I was going to do. Okay, bye-bye.
It's okay. Is your mom?
Yeah, because I had called her about my
Oh.
daughter.
I thought you said it was Scott.
Well, you know what? She was calling from my house. This is Scully.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I guess we're at 15, we're at 15 minutes. So do we want them to actually try a custom search?
And see, this is the thing, like, how long would this take, right? And how are we going to get them to? See, there's lots of links, right? So with Ken Robinson and Patrick, like, they just spoke, right? Like, it wasn't interactive at all.
I don't want to do that. I was
No,
so
no.
tuned out.
But, like, so how are we going to ensure that?
So you know what we do here? Sorry, go on. Sure, what?
But yeah, how are we going to ensure that they have the proper links and stuff like that?
So it's all on the website, which we've given them the link to, right?
Slide deck,
Yeah, the slide deck.
and then they're just following along.
I think at this point where we're saying, now we need to, but it's overwhelming think of those kindergarten kids. Well, you can make a custom search. I want you to try right now. Think of the question you just asked.
Yeah.
Type that into your Google. Open a browser right now,
Yeah.
and we say to the audience, type out and type in the search. How many responses did you get? So, and we can have our own browser open, and I'm going to say.
They can type it in the live chat.
Yes, and say in the live chat how many so how much does fire cost? How much does house fires cost people? House fires cost. I don't know, something like that.
Right.
And I just typed that in, and I came back with 24 million results. So I would say, okay, so type in what you would potentially look as your first to do some research on the question. Type that into your browser right now, and everybody throw into the chat there how many returns. And so people type in 24 million, and we all can say, see. So think about how overwhelming that is for a student,
Yeah.
right? So we'll have that in the chat. How many responses? Oh, I'm kind of liking this now.
Yep.
Does this, yeah? And then we say, so there is a way of doing a custom search, and depending on our time is whether or not we walk through it. The other thing that there's this thing called this website credibility that you could get students to do. So when they are checking a website, especially for the older grades, they could use this website credibility, and they can check whether or not they have good resources. You can make the video if you want to do a custom search. We could have one made for them if we want. Say this is what it looks like. So when the person types it in, so we could do our original search, and here it is with the custom search, and that's what it looks like. And here's the link. On your own time, try it out. And then we go, so why create a custom search? To help scaffold the research. Oh, I forgot to hit play again. Shoot. To help scaffold the research process. And then you can help lead to discussion, reliable sources, digital literacy, plagiarism, all those things that the kids struggle with. Okay, so then what's the next step? Well, the kids, now they've done the research. They need to, next step in the inquiry process, you got your research. We need to record information. Sorry, I keep talking.
That's okay. Well, we each need to know this, right?
Yeah,
So
and actually I
I'll
was
practice
originally
next time.
did the writing, so this was, I can talk with my brain. Then it's like, okay, so here's some tools a mind mapping tool. There's Evernote, MindMaster, Mindomo, we have to throw links in there.
Right.
You can see when you open the slide deck, here's some links of how to do that. Other things, there's, all your different, your fish I don't like that one, but the Freer models, the Cornell notes, there's all sorts of tools and tech out there to help a student record and organize their information. Are we going to have them do anything with that? We're at 16 minutes.
How long?
We stopped though, probably about 18 minutes in.
I also think that the less we have, the better, because we're gonna have technical glitches and stuff, and people are gonna stay much past 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, and the Padlet, we didn't actually go into it. We probably would spend a minute or two there at least going, oh, look here's that question there. Maybe we could throw that to the audience of, oh, see that question there? What course was that from? And what courses do you think a kid would be able to ask that from?
Yeah.
So it might be something very vague question. And I can say, and people could type in. So throw in the chat, throw your ideas in there. Oh, I could see it in science. I could see that question from there. I could see that grade 2. I could see that grade 6. Oh, there's another question here. What grade and subject do you think that? So we could look at the people's questions.
Yeah.
And say, where do you think those questions could be from? What
Okay.
subject, what grade?
Okay.
And then we do the research, the custom research. So we have to have people interact going, oh, this many. And they go, well, this is what a custom search looks like. So you see that we had 24 million hits based on our question. Now we narrow it down and look, the kid is only going to be looking at 5. And we might have to talk like 30 seconds about what a custom search is.
Yeah.
And all it is that you make, it's called a custom search, and you type in, and we have to still make sure it exists because Google changes shit all the time. So this might have to be edited. But all custom searches is you go custom search and you type in say 10 websites. You put URLs for 10 websites that you want your kids to go to.
Oh,
It's
okay.
narrowing down this
Right.
to
So
this.
the teacher finds the websites.
Mhm. And then you give the URL of the Google custom search to your kids.
Yeah.
And you say, you don't go Google, you go to this URL, and here's the search that this is the narrowed down for you.
Right. And you know what? That's really helpful too, because when they cite sources, like you will have a citation index for all of those websites. So
Yeah.
you can't just push it out of their ass and.
Totally. It's like, I know you're full of shit because I know I gave you. And that also too, opposed to like the kids might mistyping whatever, or you've given them whatever. I think
You've seen them ahead of time. Okay, I get it now. I get what you got it, but I get it.
I saw it at the Google conference. I'm like the only thing I love pretty much coming. Okay. So then the next step in the inquiry process and the competency, that critical thinking, problem solving competency, is how do the students share their research? Teachers need to do this in meaningful, authentic ways for students to share their learning. Now, what would that look like? And for our questions, because we'll have shared our questions earlier on, be lawyer's notes using a podcast to do closing arguments. And we have links in here for these things? Yeah. Oh, no, we don't.
No?
We need to add how-to links. Here's a blog done by a bystander who has an opinion. Here's a filmed confession of the perpetrator. Here's an advertising campaign by victims. So you guys, think about the question you have and think of one way that you could present in a meaningful, authentic way that you could present your results from your question, and have everybody go blah, 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 blah of the different results right? So then throw in the chat away, and we just watch them come up. And we say to the people in the group, oh, take a look, see what the other people are doing. Or do we say, what's your question? And how would you get them to present it? Or your subject, so that there's the student, the person, the teacher's writing, I asked a question about the cost of fire to people. I would maybe ask the student to do something.
Or, we could just ask them like their own personal life. If you were a student, what mode would you use? Well, I would do a blog, I would do a podcast, maybe just from the teacher's perspective. Because you don't want to say, I would get the students to do a blog, because then it kind of loses that choice.
Oh, so you could say,
What would you do? What mode would you use?
right.
If you were a student,
If you were a student and this was your question, you were a student, how would you present it?
Yeah.
I would like to present it on the point of view of a lawyer doing a podcast.
Yes.
So that's how we want to word it. Yes, I like that. Our phones are just going off the. Okay, so then everyone's typing stuff in, and we go, oh, look, we see somebody here, that's an interesting idea, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at that one, blah, blah, blah. Like, so we could kind of look at some of them. Hopefully people are typing stuff in.
Yes, that's the thing. This all kind of relies on people being interactive.
Yes. So we're gonna ask Cindy and Nicole to do us a huge favor and watch this for us. So if nobody else, at least we'll have two people.
Great idea.
Yeah, we're gonna get our ringers. And they have to clap for us. Okay. So then, so thinking about the learning skills, what sort of learning skills do you think your students would need to be successful in this? I don't know if we were going to do this.
Learning skills? I don't know if we're gonna have time.
Question to group. What learning, it was just a question to the group. What learning skills do students need to be successful? And then have that thrown out there and just throw up some ideas. And here's some resources if you're thinking of doing this. You know, if you want to do a little bit more research, here's some resources, some great resources that have a step-by-step process of doing some of this. And then it's like, so we're thinking now, where would you do this? So when we saw this video originally, and we're thinking this is a great little snapshot video that you could use in so many different grades because it really brought up so many different questions which we could see tonight. Where would you use this? What is your subject and grade? I know that we already kind of talked a little bit about it, but specifically, what curriculum, where in your curriculum document, what expectation could you potentially use for this?
Why I say like this.
You're seeing that? Okay, so people are going to throw up their curriculum links, their expectations that they use. And just so then for an assessment as a teacher, so now we've gone through a very short, condensed inquiry process, problem-solving inquiry process. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you feel that today, while you're doing this, that
the highlights of the inquiry process.
Yeah, so that you know when your kids are doing it, what are you going to be looking for?
Yeah.
Because that's what people do. They think they're doing it, but are they? Record ideas in this doc. Do we want them shared in that doc? Or do we want them just chatting it?
Maybe just chatting. If we can use the live chat as much as we can, I think that would be best.
And we would say we have people in the background who are going to be recording ideas because I would like them recorded because this could maybe be part of our inquiry because someone was teaching teachers how to learn stuff, right?
Yeah.
For our ministry inquiry?
Yep.
Can we grab data from this thing? Yeah. Okay.
We're creating rich, authentic tasks for teachers. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking like whether we use Adobe Connect or this, I'm wondering if we can post as much on the live chat as we can because otherwise there's going to be so many links that teachers are going to have to go to. And that's what I'm starting to think of now that I know what Google Hangout live stream is. It's
I do want the sticky notes because we want them to try
yes,
something.
Yeah. I think that's good. But anything we want them to record, like ideas and stuff, I wonder if that can just go to live chat.
So, but we did want them to do, the whole point of this is doing different technology. So they're going to do a live chat. They're going to try doing their own research search, and they'll do a custom search later. We are going to have them.
Because there's a bunch of slides at the end where you have to link to docs. Like how what do you do to help support the learners? What challenges do you think can occur? Like I wonder if that can be part of the live chat.
What will you do to help support the learners and help resolve any challenges?
Because otherwise we're going to be working on two different docs. You know, 5 minutes.
We can record it. We could say that, you know, we would originally going to do like a collaborative document, but just due to time and complexity, we're going to record it ourselves.
Yeah, share it on the live chat.
We're only at 25 minutes.
And we also haven't given them time, like we need to give them time to do.
What are they going to be doing though?
Well, because we never really accounted for, like, did we watch the whole video? And then, at that point, they're gonna be doing, so they're gonna give them a few minutes to work on their questions, right?
It's 2:45.
Oh, I gotta go upstairs.
I'm kind of like, this is weird. Why did that take half an hour when we've been working on it for an hour? Like, I know we stopped. It's weird.
I thought you restarted it as well.
I might have restarted. We have to do this again another time.
What are you doing on Monday?
Yeah, you take up attendance. I say, yeah, actually Tanya had it, not me.
What's that? Oh, the attendance? I'll take it up to her. I'm gonna-
Bernadette's gonna be like, this is a mess. I like ours.
I do too.
I like ours way better, actually.
It's given, it's